he's Michael J. Fox on the #1 television show in America. Of course, he's going to get $2 million for this.
How much were they offering Crispin Glover? How much less?
Oh, the final offer that we made to Crispin. First of all, Crispin wouldn't even budge off of that. So we said, okay, well, shit. I said to the agent, I want you to tell your client 2 words. Richard Castellano. You know who Richard Castellano is?
No.
Oh, come on, guys.
Exactly.
Like Clemenza in The Godfather.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay?
Right.
So he was a stickler about wanting too much money for Godfather Part 2. So Francis killed him, right?
Yep.
Clemenza's dead. He's a black armband in The Godfather 2. So I said to the agent, look, we can always have Crispin be dead in the future. There's no, George McFly could be dead. Tell your client that if you don't want to, if you guys don't want to, and the agent knew that this was insane, what Crispin was asking for, but 2 weeks later, the agent called me back, and she said, no, sorry, he won't budge. I said, okay, and so Bob and I said, okay, we've got Leah, we got Biff, we got Lorraine, we don't have George, so let's make George into a tombstone. So the whole idea of the alternate 1985, where Lorraine had married Biff, came about because Crispin didn't want to be in the movie.
Wow, damn. Yeah, well,
about 2 months
it works.
About 2 months before the movie was going to start shooting, Crispin's agent called and said, well, Crispin thinks maybe he made a mistake.
Oops.
I said, okay, well, we're happy to put him in the movie, but it's not going to be a very big role. And the whole idea, by the way, of having, in the future, you see George McFly floating around upside down, and
yeah,
because he threw out his back. Well, we thought to ourselves, okay, if we have, we didn't want to really have George dead in the more positive future, because that would be kind of sad. So let's put the guy upside down. So if we have to recast him, it'll be hard to recognize whether it's really him or not.
His hair's in front of his face.
Down. And if Crispin really does it, then we can hang him upside down.
Like the dentist from Ed Wood.
Yeah, just put your cape
from
over
the
your
eyebrows
face.
up, he looks just like him.
I think, by the way, that you're wrong about that line, Bob. I hate to correct the guy that wrote it, but I do think that he says, "Oh Jesus, she's caught on the hood ornament. Oh, don't you hate women?"
Oh yeah, okay, you're right. It
There you go.
There you go. I haven't seen it in a while.
Okay.
I stand corrected.
Why would you know?
Don't argue with the geeks. I know.
Has there ever been? Have you ever been approached to remake Back to the Future? Because so much.
You asking
crap,
me or him?
No, not you, Jimmy. Because so much stuff is being remade now from the '80s. Has anybody ever brought that up to you, Hollywood?
No. And you know what? Because I think that we've said so many times. Look, Indiana Jones Part 4 is a perfect reason why we don't go back to that.
Not even like a Back to the Future 4, just like remaking it with different cast.
Well, all that we can do if we did that is fail.
I agree. I was just wondering if it's ever been presented.
So, nobody said, well, we're going to remake this with you guys or without. Well, then we'd say, you're crazy, but go ahead. All anybody's going to say is, boy, they fucked it up. The Mexican were really geniuses, and they fucked it up by remaking this.
If you were to do a remake of Back to the Future, would you give Marty more than 10 minutes to save Doc's life at the end when he's getting shot up by Libyan terrorists? I always thought that was it was a strange judgment call on Marty's part, thinking that 10 minutes would be perfect to go and save unarmed Marty McFly, by the way, was going to take care of 3 Libyan terrorists. One has a fucking RPG rocket launcher. But Marty decides 10 minutes is perfect. Yeah. I'm going to take care of this in 10 minutes. Why not more time for Marty?
Well, you guys remember what it was like when you were in high school? I mean, he's a 17-year-old kid.
He's stupid.
I can take out some terrorists.
He's just stupid.
I have a Back to the Future question. Legitimate one.
Okay, right. Jimmy's got one.
Yes. Would you, when putting Michael J. Fox in the back of a convertible, teach him to hide better?
That is funny. He's just yapping on that walkie-talkie. But Biff is such an idiot that, he might not notice that. He's very self-centered. Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you change the name of it so the porno couldn't be called Black to the Future, which it was?
Well, there was a porno made called Backsides to the Future.
I like that too.
Yeah.
What do you think about all these T-shirt companies that are trying to cash in on like the '80s nostalgia, and they're putting out Back to the Future T-shirts, and I'm sure
Danny wears them all the time.
I am guilty. I'm guilty. Travis is guilty. We're all guilty.
Well,
But
if it's licensed material, I'm all for it.
but what if maybe it's not though?
Well, you know what? That's up to the legal department of Universal to go after that.
Hey, speaking of
Now
Universal,
we'll do that.
were you attached to any of those sets that caught fire on the Back to the Future set? I know that was big news, and it was a terrible loss for all of us here.
Well, look, I was asked that at the time. Aren't you upset about this? And I said, well, come on, it's a set. Sets are not built to be permanent. They're built to be taken down, and they've rebuilt it. It's all pretty much the way it was. What I was more worried about was the film vaults where they had all these masters and stuff. That's the stuff that would be hard to replace.
Well, studios are all burning down all the time.
Well, I know for a long time they stored the film vaults. Have they were made of straw? Have they stopped doing that?
Yeah, I think that they moved it into the second little pig's house.
Are there any plans to put the animated series on DVD?
Boy, if there are, I don't know about it. People keep writing into Universal asking them to do it. I frequently will call them up and say, hey, people are clamoring for this, but no, you just have to get the bootlegs.
I got a question. What are you having for breakfast?
A cup of coffee and a bowl of blackberries.
Ah, very good.
I just want to know, I know that the disc that just came out has the a video from the ride. When that first came out, what did you think of it? Because I was amazed at the Back to the Future ride.
It was look, for me, I never got to experience Back to the Future, the movie, the way everybody else did, just walking into it saying, holy shit.
Yeah.
So I got to go do the ride, and I said, holy shit, this is, wow. I was, sometimes during our lunch breaks, when we had an office at Universal, my secretary and I would say, hey, let's go ride the ride.
Oh, you and the secretary. Yeah, let's go ride the ride. And then we'll go to the Back to the Future ride. And people are wondering, I'm reading a couple of things up here. Future Biff, when he goes in there, he looks a little out of sorts when he gets out and breaks his cane. Is that because he is indeed disappearing because he has changed his own future?
Yes, if whoever wrote that in, if you get your hands on the DVD, and goddamn it, go out and buy it today.
I got it, my friend.
In the deleted scenes, I'm pretty sure we have the extension on that. We actually had him erased from existence, and we previewed the movie with that in it, and the audience just didn't understand it. Half of the
Dumb audience.
understood it, and half of them didn't. And we said, well, all right, let's just
give him a stomach ache as he's getting out of a car. That'll clear it up for everyone.
A stomach ache.
So, Bob, Back to the Future 4, go.
Back to the Future 4, yeah. Get out of here.
What would it be? And let me ask you the question and see if you can come up with the accurate answer. In what time period is there the most DeLoreans in one spot?
In the movie?
Yeah, in the whole series. During which time is there the most DeLoreans in one actual area?
Are you talking about movie reality or when we were actually shooting the movie?
Oh, I'm talking about movie reality. Screw the shooting of the movie and how many of those cars you went through. Who cares? I'm talking about what it was, how many DeLoreans occupied.
Thinking about it, I don't think that there were ever more than two in the same.
Wrong! Wrong! Mr. Writer guy, wrong!
One at the mall, given the reality of Back to the Future 3, you had the two DeLoreans at the mall, and you had the one stashed in the cave.
Two in the mall, one in the cave.
It's like one in the stink, two in the pink.
No, it's not like that at all.
It's a shocker.
Danny, please explain.
I don't have my notes fully. Give me one moment.